Hello YouTube and welcome back to Lowesmere Speedway. It's time for the Coke Vanilla 400 for the 2008 NRSL Hooters series, and joining me once again in the booth is Stephen Powell III.
Hello guys.
As you can see on the front row today is the City Ford of Trevor Collins alongside the pole sitter Jerry Shelley in the Dollar General Toyota. It'll be an all Toyota, or sorry, it's not an all Toyota, whoops, sorry. Matthew Marias is in the 7 starting in row 2 alongside Matt Duncan. As you see, Marias taking over for Matt Dixon. Dixon will get a waiver for the chase should he get into the top 30 in points. Kev Shear, the points leader, will start alongside Oriel Pollard in row 3 with Bafode Sacco and Sheila Shear row 4. And making up row number 5 will be Marilyn Eskandari and Haley Lordergan. Here's the rest of the starting grid as I hand over to Steven for his thoughts and predictions on this one.
So last time we were in the series, we had a North Wilkesboro pit wall fest in the beginning of the race. It was definitely interesting for sure. Kev Shear is definitely going to be the favorite. Kyle Matthews and Hunter Braxton are the 2 form winners, so look for them to be good. And maybe some of the cup drivers can come up there. Matthew Marias, this is going to be his only career start, so he's going to go like hell trying to get the win here today. And it's 400.
It's his only start of the season. He did start last season, or 2 seasons ago, actually.
Correct, and our final row is Car Joey and Zach Fligadrew. So can guys not wall ride in these cars, and can they control the bottom with these older cars? It's definitely going to be interesting. It is the longest Hooters race of the season, so let's see how these guys can handle a longer race.
So with that, only 2 drivers can leave here as the points leader. They are Kev Shear and Hunter Braxton. Let's go trackside for the command.
Drivers, start your engines!
And when I say only those 2 can leave here, to be fair, Hunter Braxton is also 138 points back, so he'd almost have to win and lead the most laps to have any shot of it. Rest of the top 10 in points are Johnny Gardner, Oriel Pollard, Trevor Germain, Sam Young, Paul Swanson, Muhammad Zain Abdullah, JT Bryant, and James Qualls, the 2-time winner. Onboards that we will carry today, Kev Shear will be carrying our Chevy onboard camera in the 5. Hunter Braxton, he'll be carrying the Chevy onboard. Hunter Braxton will be carrying the Verizon onboard camera. The U.S. Navy onboard camera will be used by Johnny Gardner in the 88.
I think the 88s had all the patriotic schemes this week.
Trevor Germain will be carrying our Ford onboard camera. Paul Swanson will be carrying our Toyota onboard camera today. Mohammed Zain Abdullah, the Holiday Inn onboard camera. JT Bryant will be carrying our Dodge onboard camera. And lastly, not before James Qualls will be carrying the Hefty onboard camera for this one. Pace car is off. We're set to go for 54 laps here, at least 1 pit stop today. Jerry Shelley leads us down, and the Coke Vanilla 400 is green.
Yep, the longest race of the year. Here we go. Okay, let's see how Jerry goes down in the corner here.
Marias was quickest in happy hour, worth mentioning. As Jerry Shelley gets to jump into turn number 1, he's clear of the 16. So too is Matthew Marias as they go through turns 1 and 2.
Marias go. I mean, Marias did crash out yesterday in the duels, so.
Kev Shear trying to get 3rd away, will clear. Now sets his sights on 2nd going into turn number 3.
And they make it off this corner good.
Collins up a little bit high. Let's see. Matthew Marias didn't look like he got the wall. Jerry Shelley will lead lap 1.
A little bit of a pack deal, but that's why it's better for the car.
Well, we'll have to wait and see. This should separate out a little bit as they get into run. Bafode Sacco now trying to make a move maybe down the back straight away. Not able to get there yet on Kev Shear. Now Lordergan makes the move for 3rd.
The 7 car went up into the 3rd lane. Oh, look, he did the same thing in the last turn. The track but he did not hit the wall right there.
As keeping off the wall so far, battle for 3rd right now is between Lordergan and Sacco, as that has allowed Kev Shear to get up to the back bumper of Jerry Shelley.
See, look at the 52. He's not hitting the wall. He's able to run that paint line up there. They're on the junior line.
As Kev now tries to make the move down the back straightaway, that's going to allow the 49, I think, to start catching back up.
Yep, look at everybody trying to find a short grip up there.
Trying to find a line that works for them right now. Top 3 are single file right now. As just I say that, Lordergan makes the move for 2nd. Hunter Braxton clears for 4th down into turn 1.
Well, the people who painted the walls were complaining pretty much last night.
Sam Young now makes the move actually as
Oh,
Lordergan
God,
clears Kev off turn 2 for second.
That was a light flash, not a crash. Oh, Hunter Braxton gets forced up high by
As Lordergan peeking on the 32 off turn number 4.
Yep.
Not able to make anything work yet. Jerry Shelley has led the first 4 laps. Here comes the 49.
Yep, the unsponsored beautiful bastard car here to the bottom of the track.
Lordergan came into this race 19th in points. Sam Young makes the move for 3rd on the 5 of Kev Shear.
Yep, Logan doing pretty good. That unsponsored Jay Robinson car right down. Marias to the bottom of the racetrack. The 2 James Finch cars run the bottom.
Actually, the 7 is Jermaine car.
Oh, God, Braxton first one that touched the wall right there, looks like.
Might have gone the wall off turn 4. Keeps it going straight. They're 2 by 2, though, as Lordergan leads her first lap of the race. 5 bonus points to the 49. Now clears as they come off turn 2. Here comes Sam Young in the 1.
We're kind of seeing how the truck race was, but not exactly. They're running more grooves than the trucks did.
Well, also, the leader can get out there in the second place car battle, so.
Yeah.
Sam Young clears for second off turn number 4. Not quite, maybe. Matthew Marias now puts his nose in there for 3rd. And here comes Paul Swanson, Marias' teammate for this race.
Everybody migrating to the high side.
Well, they're still 2 by 2 back here. Sam Young now goes for the race lead.
Well, the leader's not moving away because the leader can't get more than 4/10 out front.
And Sam Young now will lead at the stripe.
Now you gotta remember, this might be a little pack right now, but we still got a green flag pit stop in the middle of this.
Well, we still have a pit stop. We can't confirm that it's going to be a green flag pit stop yet. As Marias now to the top spot with his teammate behind him, Paul Swanson, with momentum off that truck win a few weeks ago at Martinsville.
Yep, here he comes. Maybe rumored to run the 35. Actually, we'll see how that goes. And
Well, we'll see. I guess part of it depends on if Swanson can grab that first career win down here. Looking for the race lead on his teammate as Marias gets 5 bonus points for the 7.
The 80th was Rob Evans. He missed the race yesterday trying to get a rebound. And look, see how they're running that high side? Good job by the officials right there.
Swanson clears as now they battle for second. Evans and Marias. How long can Marias hold off the 83 at least a little bit to help his teammate?
Sky Commons in the 10. Is that Sky Commons in the 10?
That is Sky Commons, Jerry Shelley's teammate in the 10.
Yep, Sky finished top 5 in the duels yesterday, made the race. So he's like in low so far.
And Evans now clears for second going into turn number 1. Can Commons make a move? And can Paul Swanson break away from this pack?
Looks like he can, as JT Bryan carrying our Energizer on board coming from the front.
As Evans does clear, sets his sights back on the 03. Here comes Sky Commons now.
Kyle Matthews, one of the 2 former winners of the series of this track, coming up to the front.
As now we'll grab 4th, looks for 3rd. Not quite able to make it stick yet. Still peaking there on the 10.
Everybody's trying 3 wide, which is good. That's a really good thing.
As Evans now catching the 03 car up front. Sky Commons still using, getting the edge on Kyle Matthews. Clears for 3rd.
There we go. There's going to be a wreck.
3 wide back here. Marias, Sam Young, and Seth Cole. Last in points coming into this one. Up into the top 10 now.
Oh, God. I thought the 7 was going to keep it stick, but I guess 3 wide back there.
3 wide between, that is the 76, 92, and 27.
Oh, that's going to be interesting. Oh, how did they not wreck?
They're still 3 wide, though, as Trevor Germain gets out of it coming off turn 4.
And he didn't hit the wall, so that's good.
Would have been a wreck if he had stayed in it.
Yeah, seriously. He had some talent up there. Seth Cole coming up here.
Sky Commons now makes the move for second. JT Bryant's up to the wall in 41.
Well, it was inevitable.
As now loses a few spots there and loses another one to Carter Joey. Lordergan makes the move to the inside.
At least he made 13 laps.
And now what it is,
JT.
I think it's the tires starting to wear. Rob Evans might have gone the wall. It's hard to tell.
Yep. Who's in that? MRSP. Is that the 91?
That is
Yep,
the
Steve Paul
91
here.
coming up to the front. Steve Pollard, the Bristol winner this season.
Yeah, he had a struggling duel yesterday for sure. As Kyle Matthews, Hamill in the 61, still yet to LePage this year.
Well, top 5 now are single file.
And this is what we all feared.
Oh, I think Evans definitely got the wall that time.
Yeah, like you said, tire wear is the thing. Like now, like we've seen, this is a good balance of it because the rookie drivers don't know how to hit the brakes on overstepping the boundaries right here.
Deaver trying to look for a way around the 83 now as Swanson continues to manage this race up front. Matt Hamill now up to third, passing Kyle Matthews.
Yep. Seth Cole way up there.
Seth Cole on the track. Sam Young as well in the 1.
Barely. If they touch that wall, that's a scrape and a half.
Matt Hamill all over the back of the 10. Here he comes for second. So they'll battle for second once again.
He's gonna not
and he'll
yet.
clear him off turn 2.
Yep.
So move the 61 up to second. Matt Hamill came into this race 23rd in the points. Sky Commons with the crossover though.
Yep, rookie driver versus veteran right there as, whoa, Hamill got loose.
Might have gotten a little loose, yeah. Steve
Here
Pollard
Steve.
trying to make a move on Kyle Matthews. Not exactly what you would have expected as a rookie versus veteran battle in this area. But
well, Steve's technically a veteran,
rookie.
but a rookie in this area. Yeah, technically veteran.
Cup veteran that's now making doing the
Yes.
Kurt Busch.
Well, for only 1 year because we're banned next year.
Well, only if he runs Cup. And technically, I guess what I'd be willing to do, what I would be, and this is so it's in recording, what I'd be willing to do is if a driver that's running in Cup wants to run a lower series, the person has to sign up a second driver for the other non-companion. So a Cup driver can only run companion events. That's what I'm going to say.
We're going full 2000. We're going full 2011 rules here.
No, I'm not limiting how many starts. I'm just saying it can only be the companion events.
We're only going to have 2 companion events now.
So, and that's the same thing for like a Hooters driver down in trucks or a Cup driver in trucks. Basically, whatever series you run full time, you can't run. You can only run the companion events.
I can confirm Steven, Robert, and Time will not be running the lower series next year, anyways.
As Ace Rogers up into 4th now in the 18, quietly got up into that top 5.
Oh, we might actually now. We might have Oreo run the non-companion races.
As Matt Hamill right now up there, Jerry Shelley, pole sitter, backed up into the top 5, looking for second on Steve Pollard.
Yep. Oh, God.
Ace Rogers way up the track. Gonna open the door maybe from Arias, who's battling with Kyle Matthews right now.
Here he comes.
And this is the battle for 6th. Sky Commons up the track again. 3 wide with Matt Hamill, Carter, and Joey.
That's a wreck. How?
Not a wreck.
That
Hamill gets 2 spots out of that, though.
It's fair to say that would have been a wreck yesterday.
Yeah. Definitely fair to say. 3 wide again. Now this time it's Dylan Young putting his nose in there.
Now we've seen a wreck yesterday. Zach Rogers did not see Seth Cole. This is 27. Well, he did see him. The 61's faster.
And worth mentioning, this was about the time that we saw pit stops in the duels, in Duel 2.
Well, different fuel mileage on these cars. The Cup cars are bigger and take more fuel to go around the corner.
As Jerry Shelley now goes for the race lead, wants the lead back after leading the first 5 laps.
You follow what's happening in that MRSP car too. Is he's going to take? Whoa, he's going to slide almost.
Toyota dominating this one early on.
Yeah, and Chevrolet trying to come back saying nope.
As Steve Pollard going to look for second now on Paul Swanson. Not going to be able to make that move stick. Swanson gets second off turn 4.
Wow, great move using that paint line up there. He's doing good.
And here comes Ace Rogers trying to take advantage of it, make it a Toyota 1-2-3 as Swanson wants the lead back.
Crossover move. I think didn't Ace run the 9 last year?
Yes, I want to say.
Now here goes Marias. Look at Marias coming back into the picture.
Here comes Jerry Shelley now, crossover once again on the 03.
91's going to hit the wall.
As Ace Rogers completes the pass, it's now Toyota 1-2-3 here at Lowe's Motor Speedway. Kyle Matthews has something to say about it, though, as he's up into 4th. Marias makes the
Steve
Toyota
Paul.
1, 2, 3, 5.
Damn, Toyota's doing really good for this race.
As now Carter Joey, the Atlanta winner, following through, trying to get 6th away from Steve Pollard.
Trying to use the high side to make some passes.
As looks like Steve Pollard going to be able to complete that move and retain the 6th spot.
Mary Shelley's coming up back there.
As the 60 is currently now in 12th, making the move for 11. Here comes Sky Commons, 3 wide with Cole Deaver and Sam Young down the back straightaway for at least a moment. Staggered 3 wide as they went into turn 3.
Yeah, high side definitely works. You have enough talent in the car to do it. You can pass.
As Hamill trying to fight it off on that outside line now, loses the spot to Seth Cole. Here comes Steve Pollard trying to get the 5th position back from Matthew Marias.
Yes.
And Kyle Matthews trying to make the move for 3rd off turn 2.
Yeah, we haven't seen Gittero up here. The 42 car won last season at this track.
Well, since you're mentioning him, let's see where that 42 is. Currently back in 36th.
Ouch.
Jessica Shelton's back here. Not where she needed up with the win, trying to get into the top 30. Actually, wait. Actually, she is top 30. I'm sorry. Never mind. Johnny Gardner is back here, 41st. Oh, Trevor Germain's pit. So we've seen the first pit stop. Trevor Germain has pit.
As long as he didn't blow up like his brother yesterday.
As Jerry
Shelley.
Shelley
Oh,
now
God.
will pit from the 2nd spot.
Well, we seen this at Atlanta, and that led to a ginormous crash.
No wrecks that time, so the field managing to negotiate that.
A lot cleaner than yesterday, to say the least.
Mary Shelley up the track. So far only 2 drivers have actually pit, as Swanson now tries to lap the 76.
Yep, and
But
he's gonna
will actually pit instead. That will hand the lead over to Kyle Matthews in the 48.
We've seen this yesterday too, different pit strategy stuff, and Jermaine is just going to be good
Actually,
on fuel.
a lot of the field pitting that time. In fact, you can see where it held up the 20.
Yeah,
and a lot of these drivers back here got held up because of the pit stops.
Last year, this race was a wreck fest. We had only like 10 cars left. This is amazing.
So now Trevor Germain, that's exactly what he needed to see, was that these guys were able... Actually, he is 2 laps down to the race leaders right now. As Kyle Matthews now will pit. That will hand the lead over to Mary Shelley.
Who also took advantage of a land of the wreck there.
And Enzo Nareza actually stays out. So does the 81, 52, 5, and the 8.
Yeah, trying to take some of that.
So there's Jerry Shelley.
Whoa! Was that debris?
So we'll see where he cycles out through all of this.
I thought I saw some contact somewhere, but I guess I'm blind.
Deaver, that's not how you're supposed to merge. He kept 2 tires underneath the line, so I'm going to hope that that's okay. Meanwhile, Seth Cole's actually going to cycle out ahead of Jerry Shelley.
Wow. So what the heck
And the
did
rest of the
7 get
leaders
pit
pit this
schedule?
time by.
Yep.
Or I should say the rest of the lead lap cars. There's Paul Swanson.
Ouch.
Maybe
Mary
drivers
Shelley
did hit the
tires
wall and
only.
we just didn't realize it. Johnny Gardner trying to pass Hunter Braxton.
It's like the 60 watt with fuel only.
Hard to tell right now who went with what.
The 20 stayed out.
I believe the 03 should be cycling around as the race leader.
They're going to wreck off the corner before that happens.
As right now, let's see, at the line, scored 33rd. So the 20 was scored the race leader. There's John Irvin coming off pit lane right now.
Beautiful paint scheme, too.
Trying to battle with Hunter Braxton, or sorry, Enzo Nareza. That was last year, I think. Sorry.
And here comes the
Daniel Gittero trying to get back in the lap, I guess. 48, Kyle Matthews. That is the new race leader.
Well, that's about where we were, right? And he is.
So this is the battle for the race lead. Seth Cole now has it. Marias and Kyle Matthews are battling for second.
Swanson must have had a devastating pit stop.
Jerry Shelley is in fourth. Carter Joey's fifth. Haley Lordigan now up into sixth. Brian James seventh out of nowhere. Sky Commons is eighth. Ace Rogers ninth. Dylan Young is in 10th. Then it's Mitchell Collins, Andrew Miller, Mohamed Zainabdullah, Sam Young, 14th. Big battle for 15th with Sheila Shear, Trevor Collins, Oriel Pollard. Matt Hamill's actually a lap down, so ignore that. Rob Evans and Mike Trout now taking 20th away from Mary Shelley, I think. Steve Pollard's in this battle, as is... No, sorry, Cole Deaver's a lap down. So that's up to 21st. Enzo Nareza is 22nd. Bafotsak is 23rd. Paul Swanson 24th. Trevor Germain is a lap down. Daniel Gitterok and Matt Duncan battle for 25th. John Irvin then is 26th. James Qualls 27th. Jesse James 28th. And Stephen Pollard 29th, I think. With Marilyn Escandari scored 31st. Braxton,
39th.
Shelton, Gardner, and Flickinger. Fitzwater, JT Bryant, Quinton Moore. Kev Shear is back in 39th. And that is your lead lap field. So, go ahead.
Let me remind you, Seth Cole has no top 10s this year.
True. He's one of a few drivers, actually. Andrew Miller's another one if he can get up into the top 10. That does not have a top 10 yet this season. Best battle on track, though, looks to be right here as Carter Joey tries to pass Sky Commons.
We didn't go 10 laps green last year. This is incredible.
As right now, Dylan Young, Sky Commons now battle for position.
They're trying to battle hard over here.
This is inside the top 10 right now. Kyle Matthews has gotten second back away as Jerry Shelley crossovered on it. Now, worth mentioning, the only manufacturer not up in the top 4 right now. We have Dodge, Toyota, and Chevy in the top 3. The top running Ford then is in 6th. Actually make that going for 5th, though, on Brian James in the 02.
Yeah, Brian up here a
little bit. Sky Commons nearly got the wall.
Able to get out of it, though, save it.
And Dylan Young going to follow through as well. So Brian James now going to start falling back, it looks like. Might have tried playing pit strategy by pitting a lap before someone else. Carter Joey now move him up into 5th. Dylan Young up to 6th. Ace Rogers going for 7th. As these guys are 4 seconds back of the top 4. As Marias now tries to pass Jerry Shelley.
48's closing on Seth right here.
And let's see, did the gap close at all? No. So these guys need to get formed up if they're going to try and catch that top group. That's what I was trying to say. Couldn't quite get the right words. Carter Joey leads this pack now as they're battling behind him, though. Ace Rogers going to be second in that pack, which is now currently 6th position on the racetrack.
Yep, as they're trying to go 3 wide. Don't do it, James.
They think better of it. Sam Young now going to throw his name into that 6th place battle as they continue to lose time on the top 4.
Yep, as they're pulling away. Those 4 cars are the best ones.
Mitchell Collins nearly gets the wall in the 36. Well, what it is these guys are not battling all that much. They're battling a little bit, but they're not battling non-stop, whereas these guys are. As, in fact, actually, you see it right there. Carter Joey is starting to break away from these guys. Because of this battling, he's able to start running his own line. He's not running faster than any one car individually, but because they're battling, he's starting to pull a gap on the rest of them. We'll see if now Zainabdullah is going to probably be able to catch him. Nope, because Lordigan's going to try and battle. Now can these two... Can they work together, actually?
No, they're going to try to pass each other.
Yep, Zainabdullah getting greedy, going to go for 5th. 4.6 seconds back of the top 4. Zayn Abdullah going to try and say that he's the fastest car. Can he try and lead the pack to catch the top 4? Lordigan going to pass for 6th. And
he'll get top 10.
Andrew Miller now up into the top 10. Looking for his
Miller
first
right there.
career top 10 in the series. 4.7 now the gap. Worth mentioning, Zayn Abdullah actually did run a lap time quicker than drivers in the top 4.
Really good.
Just not quicker than the leader.
That's right.
So Lordigan now clears. Can the two Chevys work together?
Maybe if the 49 doesn't try to dip low on them.
As Andrew Miller trying to clear. These two, if they can work together, will break away from the pack. They don't. They did close in a little bit on the top 4, though, that time, because it's now down to 4.6. So the 49 now clears. So Carter Joey just wasn't actually the car to be able to lead them up there. Lordigan clears. We'll see if they can work together. Top 4 now from this pack have cleared away. So now it's going to be possibly 2 packs of 4.
He bombs away.
And they are catching. Even despite the battling, they did catch that time. Sky Commons makes the move for 7th on Andrew Miller. Zayn Abdullah thinks better of making that move. So now looks like these drivers starting to work together at least a little bit. Mitchell Collins into 9th, Dylan Young into 10th. It is a 6-car pack.
Do they have the patience to wait? That's the question.
And so they are still closing in a little bit. We're under 10 laps to go, though, here from the Coke Vanilla 400. Mitchell Collins trying to battle Andrew Miller for a spot inside the top 10.
29 car trying to peak.
Well, he's trying to peak. Peaking is not going to be detrimental. It's the battling on for a long amount of time. Sky Commons makes a smart move. They still closed in gap. If you can battle into the corner and clear coming off, it's not that detrimental for their race, basically. Although, as I say that, Sky Commons didn't quite clear.
It's like old school Packers or something.
And right now, Kev trying to pass the 89. This would be for 38. This is exactly the type of race that the field needed from Kev. Where is the 9 of Braxton? It's not going to be a race where he can close in a lot. He's not taking advantage of it. 34th for Braxton. As Kev will clear Quinton Moore. So I imagine the 5 is going to break away from the 89 just because Kev a lot better as the run goes on. As I say that, the 89 going to try and pass him again. Battle for second between Jerry Shelley and Kyle Matthews.
This guy will never just die here.
And it is down under 4.3 now as Lordigan continues to lead this pack. Here comes Mitchell Collins in the 36. As Zayn Abdullah starts to fall back out of that pack. Or fall back into the pack, I should say. Collins now the second in this group. Brian James going to go for third.
With the 5 to go. It doesn't look like they're going to catch him.
I don't think they are. They're not gaining enough time. They just spent a little bit too much time battling at the beginning of this run. They still closed in another 10th, though. If they had a little bit more time. As Kev still just continues to battle with Quinton Moore. Running a lap time comparable to Kyle Matthews, though. Seth, let's see when his last win was. I'm trying to remember which car he was in last year. If he was even in the series.
Who?
Seth. I don't think he was in the series last season.
I don't think he was in last year.
He didn't win his last time in the series back in 2005 or 2006. Seth's last win in the series would have been in 2005 when he was running the 25 car.
For Bobby Hamilton.
Yes.
Right boy, just straight like an arrow, trying to get the best
As
slingshot.
Kyle Matthews trying to continue his streak. We were looking it up. Kyle Matthews has won in every single season that he's been in the Cup Series. This is his, or not in the Cup Series, in the Hooters Series. This is his 4th season in the Hooters Series. He is yet to win this season. Could he get the first win of the season today for that 48 in this series? 2 laps to go for Seth Cole.
32 can't be jealous if you make an egregious dive there. He's got to let the 48 catch him.
As now these guys that they got formed up for a lap, they were able to gap the 49 again. Might have been looked like there was some smoke down the back straightaway. They're coming through 3 and 4. They'll see the white flag this time by. Whose winless streak's going to end? It's been a while for pretty much any of them. I don't know when Jerry Shelley's last win in the series was. Matthew Morais has never won in the Hooters Series. He hasn't won the Cup Series either.
I think Jerry won it for you in the last season, but can't anybody get to the 48? Oh, you don't think he's going to get to the 7?
I don't even think the 48's going to get to the 12. Down the back straightaway for the final time. 42nd in the points coming into this one. And without a top 10 this season, what a way to get your first top 10 of the season. Off turn number 4, Seth Cole will win the Coke Vanilla 400 here at Lowe's Motor Speedway.
You want to talk about pain? This is Kyle Matthews' 3rd second place finish in the top 2 series this year. Ouch.
Enzo Nareza ended up the 5th as they decided to battle back here on the final lap.
Andrew Miller did not get that top 10.
No, and look at the size of the pack that we had back here for 5th.
But man, if we had a 70-lap race, they would have definitely caught that front pack.
Is looking through the rest of the field. Unfortunate day for Paul Swanson. Lap issues for the 76 as well. As we had 3 lap down cars at the end of it. Cole Deaver, Matt Hamill, Trevor Germain with issues on pit lane apparently. But it is Seth Cole that gets the win today. His first top 10 of the year. Breaks a losing streak dating back to 2005 for the Hooters Series. Might have missed the 2007 season, but so that just doesn't count against his starts. The rest of the top 10 today, Kyle Matthews, Jerry Shelley, Matthew Morais in his return to the series gets a top 5. Enzo Nareza, Sheila Shear, Sam Young, Haley Lordergan, Mitchell Collins, and Brian James. Steven, your final thoughts on this one?
Well, last year's race was an absolute wreckfest. This is one of the cleanest Charlotte races we've seen all weekend. Well, besides truck, but that was packed. Kyle Matthews with a 2nd place finish, his 3rd in the top 2 series this year. I'm not sure about trucks in total. Jerry Shelley with a 3rd. That's a good. Marias in his only start of the season with a top 5. Go Marias. Hopefully Andrew Miller doesn't get to be put to shame. Sheila Shear with a top 10 finish. Go from.
Well, it is his 4th. I will say this about Marias. It is his 4th career top 5 in the series.
Well, the 9 car didn't even get into the top 28, so that's not going to help Hunter when.
It's also his 4th top 10.
Well,
it's his 4th career top 5. His 4th and his 4th career top 10.
So he's got top 5 in every starter you guys made.
In
every top 5.
Every top 5. Every top 10 that he's had has also been a top 5.
That's a pretty impressive stat. Good run by Miller, got close to that top 10. Car Joy just missed out. Brian James hasn't had a top 10 in a while. So tough break for the 9 and the 5. They were in the back. That's going to allow. Gardner wasn't even
Gardner
up
didn't
there.
take advantage either.
Let's see. Oriole Powell didn't take. Trevor Germain was back there. Sam Young
was back there. Jermaine's actually going to lose more points out of this.
Sam Young is definitely going to gain, and so is Mohammed Zain Abdullah. So
Swanson had his issues as well. Couldn't take full advantage of it.
So next weekend, no, we're not going to. We're going to somewhere next week in the series. I'm not sure. We're not going to Vegas. I know that much.
New Hampshire.
Oh, we're going.
New Hampshire's the next race for the Hooters Series.
And I won there last year, so even better. So looking forward to next weekend.
So with that, congrats to Seth Cole on the win. I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and subscribe if you haven't today for more gaming and racing related content. I'm Gordon Fan 21 for Stephen Paul III. You've been watching a production of the NRSL. We'll see you guys next time.
See you guys.